знаниям греков. Где-то в южной стране есть гора пребольшая под названием Олимп. И гора...
All right, everybody. Hello, welcome back to another edition of the Rock and Roll Geezer Show, weekly rock news outlet coming from the upper Midwest here, and we're burned out, man. It's a burned out show. We did a gig Saturday night, and it turned out really great, and a lot of effort is put in it. At my age, man, it takes forever to recoup. It amazes me that. Well, we'll talk about this in a second here. I got to say hi to my co-host, Doc Vox. What's shaking there, Doc?
Yes, sir. Yeah, real good time Saturday night, man. Yeah, real good show, man. It was a good rocking time.
Yeah.
And here we are, in the later days of August, kind of a summer winding down a little bit, cooling off a little bit.
Yeah, it was cooling off. In my fingers, near the end of the night, I got really bad arthritis in my hands because I laid brick driveways for a living for many, many years. So grabbing them concrete pavers, so my hands are all messed up, and they feel good until last night, just because from this point on, the gigs we've done so far have been like 93 degrees. So I'm worried about joints stiffening up. But last Saturday, man, the old fingers were rough. We got by. I was having trouble shredding. I realized, oh my gosh, they're not working. Oh, they're tightening up. But we got through it fabulously. Got a lot of compliments, and I'm sure we'll be back. But I'm always amazed at these, because I honestly, my body, it takes like 2 or 3 days after just a 3-hour gig just to get back to normal, because my health is so screwed up, and it always amazes me, and especially major acts. But even around here, we've got some groups that'll do 3 nights, four gigs in a row. Just like the major tours that they'll just go on, and it just amazes me that they can do that.
They got more than just me helping you set up too, man. I'm sure they got a whole crew setting up. So.
That's true, but it's still amazing, especially the singers. I sing 21 songs a gig, and but I'm okay though.
That's a full night, man.
That is, but I just drink cold spring water all night long. After each song, I'll take a slug of cold spring water, because alcohol really screws up the larynx. I don't know what it screws. It screws something up, but man, bam.
You're being modest, Murph. I've watched you plenty of times
on alcohol.
Figure why you're still just taking a drink. You don't necessarily wait between songs.
That was fun though. It's fun to get out there and play, and we're sort of limited right now because of work situations, which is fine with the band. We're just adding new songs right now to listen. Come wintertime, we're going to hit hard and heavy from that point on. So I think all of us will be retired by then. Yeah, so away we go, man. But always a good time. Looking for a couple of weeks, we've got another one. And we'll see what happens, man. It's always a good time. But, boy, it's really, wow. I'm getting old, Doc. Back in the old days, we would do Friday and a Saturday night gig. And that was fine. But, man, I'm an old geezer now, so I can't do it. But anyway, we'll move on. We got on the show today, Doc. Got a sad RIP we have to talk about. Possible a band carrying on that we thought was gone. Maybe not. And Pete Townshend, he's in the news, as is the Who, as usual. They're going on. Interesting story on Billy Joel. Pardon me, man. Yeah, and a few other little ditties, but the first thing coming up here is Brett Hinds. There he is, right here. We talked about him when he split from Mastodon. We talked about him.
I was just thinking of that. We seem to have a knack for kind of finding stories that introduce people, and then later there's a bigger story involving that person, and that's certainly the case here. So yeah, Brett Hinds, the guitarist from Mastodon, and passed away this week. Go ahead and get the
Yeah.
details. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they had to split it. The band said it was amicable, but if you recall, this was just not too long ago. We talked about how he was slamming the band, calling basically useless and ay caramba,
Terrible human beings and just all kinds of just
He
was
described
totally
his
done with
former
them.
bandmates as horrible humans and shared scathing remarks that implied he was kicked out of the band. But one of the Bill Kelleher, a band member, described the split as a marriage that had run its course. Like a marriage, sometimes people grow apart and they get interested in other things. We wish nothing but the best for Brent in chasing his dreams. It's amazing that we made it 25 years with the four of us, and it's just bad timing. Doggone! I tried to find. I tried to find details on the accident. He crashed into a motorcycle. Do you have anything on the accident?
Yeah, just Thursday in Fulton County, Georgia. After police reported a man on a Harley Davidson was killed in a collision with a BMW SUV.
I wonder what who knows? Yeah, who knows what the particulars are on that? But either way, what a shame. Doggone it. Boy. You hate.
And whenever something like this happens, you always see kind of tributes and condolences and stuff on social media and stuff. But I'm seeing stuff on this guy. This guy must have been like a really good guy, man. I seen one where Gavin Rossdale was talking about how he helped him kick drugs and stuff like that. So I mean, this guy was one of them that didn't just kick back or whatever. He reached out to others and try help and stuff. So.
Yeah, and Matt.
I don't know what caused the rift with the band where he got so up in arms as he left, and I don't know if we'll ever know now. But
what a shame.
But Al seems like a good dude, man.
Yeah,
too bad.
Mastodon, 51 years old. Yeah, plenty of years left. Doggone it. Mastodon. They got on Instagram and they wrote, "We are in a state of unfathomable sadness and grief. Last night, Brent Hinds passed away as a result of a tragic accident. We are heartbroken, shocked, and still trying to process the loss of this creative force with whom we shared so many triumphs, milestones, and the creation of music that has touched the hearts of so many. Our hearts are with Brent's family, friends, and fans. At this time, we please ask that you respect everyone's privacy during this difficult time." What a drag. Jiminy creepers. Yep. It's happening.
Yeah, just at this stage, too, where he just made a big life change. I mean, he left the band. He'd been with for 25 years and was looking to the future and was looking to new things. And just in a flash, it's all gone, man. It's just tragic.
Gosh. Born January 16, 1974. So this hurts.
God.
Well, this hurts. He was born like 5
You
months
were out of high
before-
school, yeah.
5 months before I graduated high school. Oh, gosh. Ugh. Oh, well, it is what it is, man. Boom. I'm still up there playing, by golly. So, hey, I can't.
That's why you have earned the geezer title, my good man.
Geezer title. Yep, and I wear it proudly. With every creak and whatever in my body. So, yeah, good times. Anyways, sad to say, sad to see that happen. So R.I.P. Brent. We're just gonna see more.
You should have that like in a title, like they have like so and so Esquire or whatever. No, you have like Michael Murphy, geezer.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Put that on your card, man. We'll see what we can do.
I'll put a fretboard warrior or something weird like that. Oh, here we go. Here's a weird story from a weird dude. There they are. Oh, Perry's right above me head. Hi, Perry. How you doing, you freak? Boy, wow. We headline from the good people of Loudwire. Are Jane's Addiction members continuing together without Perry Farrell? And, of course, we all remember, we enjoyed that one, where Jane's Addiction was going back on tour and celebrating a new, I believe, album in 2024, and they had an on-stage dust-up that we talked about quite extensively here, where Perry's just losing his mind. It was so odd. Yeah, there was all sorts of different things leading up to it, But once you get to the point where Perry wanted his wife and other girls up there
Right.
dancing along this is Jane's freaking addiction, pal. What this isn't the
Yeah.
Brady Bunch variety hour, Gee, creeper.
It's not Lady Gaga. It's not, whatever.
Yeah, dancing cheese. And, I'm sure that added to the tension, but apparently Perry Farrell's he was just out of his mind anyway. Then he had walked up to Dave Navarro and he pushed him, right? Yeah, and it just got into a shoving match on stage, and then backstage there was some shoving going on, and then at one point they said, "Well, we're done. That's it. The band is done." But just because the band is done does not mean they can't do something without Perry Farrell. So yeah, apparently this. The three remaining members are busy behind the scenes getting things going in the studio, from what I hear. What do you think about that?
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of cryptic messages on like Instagram and pictures of them with the producer in the studio and stuff. So yeah, something's definitely going on. Whether it's going to be a Jane's Addiction project, who knows? But
probably not. I bet they have to use a different name. But over the past week, band members Dave Navarro, Eric Avery, and Stephen Perkins have shared social media posts that they've been spending time in the studio with producer Robert Adam Stevenson. Gosh, it sounds like, really he should be writing a novel or something, like Robert Louis Stevenson. Yes.
Yeah, like a Jonathan Livingston Seagull or whatever that was.
Yeah. But anyway, 3 separate posts have teased the increasing activity. First, Dave Navarro shared on his Instagram a photo of himself with Stevenson in a recording studio with the caption, "Good to reconnect and visit with my old pal, Robert Adam Stevenson." So there's a little cryptic thing. And then not long after, another post shared by both Avery and Navarro featured a studio camera trained on a computer as bits of music played, and it was captioned with the words "The Boys." And then earlier, even today, August 20th, this was 5 days ago, Navarro, Avery, Perkins, and Stevenson, all 4 of them, shared video of them posing for a photo in the studio with the comment from Navarro stating, "Back at it with the guys, blah, blah, blah." So, yeah, undoubtedly, they have obviously enjoyed playing with each other, and they got rid of the numbskull and his dancing wife. It's fine to be dancer, but, not, I can just see Dave Navarro just, having dancing girls behind him. That's not where dancing is. Dancing is for river dance and stuff like that, doing the Russian dervish and good stuff like that. Not on, like you say, Lady Gaga or some crap like that, which really just, I'm sure Janis Joplin had dancers behind her. I'm sure Jefferson Airplane. I'm sure they, no, they didn't. They had talent.
Yeah. They need a distraction. Yeah.
She's unbelievable. But I imagine, they ain't screwing around for nothing in the studio. So I got to imagine we're going to be seeing something eventually from them. And, I wouldn't use, if they can get away with it, I don't know who's got the rights to the name. But hell,
I could almost guarantee Perry's got it. Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. He's got it. I couldn't imagine him not having it. But I don't know. So.
Yeah, remember Journey.
What's the name?
Remember Journey. The Journey, they didn't even copyright anything until like into the 2000s.
Yeah, 2005, yeah.
So who knows what's going on? But yeah, you're probably right. He's probably got the rights to all of that. And let him have it.
He created and runs Lollapalooza. I mean, he's not dumb. He's a smart guy.
Yeah. Just a little on the whack side, Jack. Jack.
Yeah, a lot of creative types like that, a little goofy, man. But
yeah, that's expected, I guess. So yeah,
we'll see who they get on vocals, or if it's just gonna be just the 3 of them.
Oh no, they gotta get somebody on vocals. Jeez, I don't know who, but there's plenty of whack jobs out there to be happy to do it. But of course, yeah, and there's no chance the group will ever reunite. But and earlier this year, Jane's Addiction's 3 other members filed a lawsuit against Farrell while the singer responded by following a lawsuit of his own against the band.
Right.
So the lawyers
Yeah, we
got
talked
rich.
about that. Yeah, exactly. That's what we talked about at the time. That basically, obviously, especially Perry's countersuit, because it's like, what do I got to lose? I'm already getting a lawyer. May as well try to sue them too. So yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Doc? Could we could get some dancers dancing our gigs? Yeah, dancing to "Hello there, ladies and gentlemen." Yeah, hello there, ladies. No, we don't want. No, dancers wouldn't work. Wouldn't work on our stage, Doc. Nope, there's not enough room. Just not enough goodness up there. No, actually, we're pretty good. We're a pretty darn good band, man. I'm pretty happy with us. But here we go. Moving on. Oh, geez. Here we go. Pete Townsend. He's never going to leave, Doc. He's one of them guys that's just never going to be able to stop. I just,
Oh yeah, no, he's
whatever
going
reason.
to the grave for sure. Yeah.
My gosh almighty. I just, geez. Well, the Who, of course, they're out on their final farewell tour, I imagine.
Their final, absolutely final. Yeah.
Absolute finalist tour. Yeah, and you figure, okay, after a glorious career, you say, okay, I'm actually gonna retire. But no, headline from Far Out site here. Pete Townsend has 140 tracks, quote, ready to go after the Who farewell tour. Oh, jeez. Who's demanding this? I don't know. But the Who's Pete Townsend has revealed that he is ready to dive into his solo career after the North American The Who farewell tour is over. They're currently on their last U.S. tour, which will take place across August and September. So, yeah, just a couple of months. And they're going to Madison Square Garden, of course, Hollywood Bowl, L.A., Fenway Park in Boston. And then they play their final show, The Who, on September 28th in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden. Oh, they should have taken it to the Sphere. Man, it would have been
but that's more of a
glorious.
residency kind of thing. I don't think they're going to set that up for a one-time.
You're right. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call, Doc. See, that's why you're there, man. It makes sense in my freaking mind. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. There's only residencies there, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is the line that ties it all together. Speaking to AARP, the songwriter and guitarist addressed the closing chapter in the Who story. He's speaking to AARP, for Christ. It's not like he's speaking to Cream Magazine or something like that. No, he's speaking to AARP. What kind of benefits can you get me now? But anyway, he says, we reserve the right to pop up again. But I think one thing is very clear, that at our age, we will not. Well, that's good, because in the glory days of the Who, Quadrophenia, Tommy, Live at Leeds, those right there, geez, good enough for me. Good, and then his Who by Numbers was okay. That's when things started going south. But boy, Quadrophenia and Live at Leeds especially, just like getting hit by a freight train. What a live album. Just monstrously good. Recorded on a 4-track recorder and just balls to the wall, man. Wow. That's the Who. That's the Who I like to remember. And, of course, the Who on Woodstock and Monterey Pop. And, that's my Who, not these old codgers here. Jeez. I don't need to be
remembered. Gone from singing "I Hope I Die Before I Get Old" to doing interviews for AARP, man. So but you're around long enough, I guess. Whatever. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to come. It says he's got 140 songs, so is this going to be a box set situation? So he's gonna pull a Springsteen on us here and whip out a box set on us. Or to me, from all accounts, I haven't listened to it, but they're the last album that they're going to finish the Who's legacy with. What's it called? Endless Wire, I think is the name of it, something like that.
Yeah,
and it's pretty weak.
Yeah.
So why don't you take those 140 songs, find the best 12 you got,
Yeah.
and make the last Who album that's going to be a decent freaking album, man.
Then give the other
Yeah.
songs to some other artists to see maybe they can do something
Well,
with
even
them.
then, if you want to do the rest as a solo, you still got 128 songs, man. You still got plenty of songs. But have the Who finish their legacy with a decent album that's going to get out there and get talked about, and
he's been working on an album. He's been working on an album called "The Age of Anxiety" since 2007, based on his 2019 novel of the same name. On that project, Townsend revealed, "I've got 26 songs," and then he added, "I should put my British on this."
He's always had different projects though. Like
it's not autobiographical. It's not autobiographical, but the scope of my own mental journey through addiction and recovery has led me to a place where I feel that I can write a character, a genuine, realistic character based on myself. Who wants that? I'm sorry. Nope, blown over to my.
Well, that's always been there. This kind of thing though with the rock operas and everything. Tommy and
I can't go wrong there, man. I get my copy of Tommy's probably wore out. My LP. Jeez, I played it so much. And Quadrophenia, of course. But man, oh man, oh man. And then he talked about performances or whatnot. And he continued. Roger and I'm heck with the. Oh, you got to use the accent. Heck with it. Roger and I will work together for charity and possibly for special projects. Together, we represent all aspects of the Who legacy. I'm the songwriter and creator, but Roger's been the driving force, meaning keeping the Who band and his brand on track. Even with his solo work, we'll continue to work together, even if we rarely socialize. So that's how that ended. But what did Ringo call him? A horrible little man or whatever.
Oh, yeah, right.
Fired Zach.
After fired Zach, yeah.
He's a horrible little man.
Yeah, that was a whole messy mess there, though.
Wasn't that? That was.
Nobody came out of good on that.
Wasn't that an odd chapter? That whole thing. What an odd little thing that was. And it's like,
They fired him, but then they didn't fire him, but then they fired him again.
And then he got out. Oh, jeez. Musicians, we're all crazy, man. Thankfully, I've grown out of my crazy. I'm just old and tired, Thank you for you to hauling all the heavy stuff too, man. God,
that's what I'm here for, man.
Gone. Oh yeah, we had a great time. Gosh, and it's only going to get better. I can't wait till to play inside this winter where it's warm. 'Cause them first few gigs was so hot, and then all of a sudden it's like 68, and oh my gosh, my arthritis, I ain't shredding. It was terrible, but it was a good time. But nonetheless, man, let's move on. What do we got going on here? Oh, holy smokes. I had no idea. This cat was such an aficionado. Billy Joel. Billy Joel, yeah. Apparently, he's a motorcycle aficionado. And from the good folks at People, their entertainment page, Billy Joel auctioning off his motorcycle collection due to his medical issue as 20th Century Cycles plans to close. 20th Century Cycles was basically his motorcycle museum. I had no idea. You never know about people. But Billy Joel's motorcycle shop, 20th Century Cycles, will close in September, and he's letting the lease expire. Yeah. And he opened it in 2010. And he's going to auction off all his personal bikes, which were previously housed in the shop, later this year. And the singer revealed his normal pressure hydrocephalus diagnosis in May. And what do all our heroes, they're getting old. I'm sure you can't ride a motorcycle. Just sucked. Remember, I had that nice motorcycle. Remember that, Doc? That big old fat sucker. And my back, I just, it's just too hard to ride when you got a bad back. And my lower back is just gone. God, the MRIs were fabulous, man. But yeah, I love that so much, and so many people do. But yeah, I'm sure his health is taking its toll. In late September, it's going to be closing. The Piano Man singer has chosen not to renew the lease. And until recently housed many of his personal motorcycles. And I'm not sure how many he had. I should look that up. but he's going to be auctioning the bike collection later this year due to his medical issue, which he revealed his diagnosis of normal pressure hydrocephalus in May. At the time, the statement noted that the musician's health condition was made worse by recent concert performances, leading to problems with hearing, vision, and balance. Ah, jeez. Yeah, man. Yeah. So he opened a shop in 2010, and he just wanted to draw a motorcycle aficionados. And he said, I was hoping this could become kind of a focal point for people's aimlessly riding around on the weekends. He said, we could fit 5 motorcycles in one car spot. We could fit a lot of bikes there. It's not what everybody worried about, the lifestyle biker bad guy. A lot of affluent people own motorcycles, and the demographic is all over the place. So how about that, man? What a shame.
Oh yeah, he and Jay Leno, and the guys like that, ton of them. So yeah, he owns over 75
Okay.
motorcycles. Keeps at this place called 20th Century Cycle Shops, and includes models such as Harley, obviously Triumph, Ducati, Moto Guzzi, Indian, and BMW. So
Cool. He says,
the old school ones.
He said he likes the older style. He said, I like
old
the
Indians and
automotive
stuff,
style.
yeah.
He liked the automotive style from the 30s to the 60s. So he wanted to collect a whole bunch of those kind of bikes, put them in one place, and let people see what that era of bikes looked like, because it's starting to be a lost aesthetic. He's right. Yeah. And those were the coolest. The car designers were crazy good back then with all them old
Oh yeah,
cars.
you could be creative. Yeah.
You sure the bike designers were the same way, especially the Indians were so cool. Yeah. So, and then, he's got his health issues, but he posted, I know a lot of people are worried about me and my health, but I'm okay, he said. What I have is something very few people know about, including me, no matter how much you try to research it. I'm doing my best to work with it and to recover from it. So I don't know how, I don't know if that's a recoverable
Yeah, it's
malady or what.
treatable. It's I don't know if it'd be totally recoverable at his age, but
Yeah.
he just was. We talked about it at the time. He was just kind of advised not to do shows anymore. So he's still kind
And
of
with
living life, I
balance,
guess.
you have a problem with balance. There goes the motorcycle riding and
yeah,
vision
right.
and stuff. So,
Yeah.
wow, what a drag. But you got to take
Because
care
his
of your
brain
health.
is under pressure.
Oh.
No. I said that the last time. I just had to use it again.
Well, I imagine it's probably better than a heart attack. Oh, geez. Okay, that's all we got to say about that, folks. All right, moving on. Here's a interesting story I thought we should look at. Where is he? There he is. Fred Durst. Fred Durst. Durst. Joe Dirt, whatever. Yeah, apparently there was a video recently. He was playing a concert over there in Turkey. What a great place to play a concert, don't you think, Don? Turkey. What a Istanbul. You can't find a better place to rock. What the heck? Okay, whatever.
I don't do whatever I think of Turkey. I always think of movie Midnight Express, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was thinking that, man.
Oh, boy. Yeah, if you haven't, folks, if you haven't seen that movie and you want to freak out, you go look at Midnight Express. Oh, Brad, what?
Dude, that's a good call, man. I don't remember that guy doing anything else.
No, well, he passed away young, real young. Yeah. Brad something. Yeah. Oh, man, that is one hell of a creepy movie about Turkey. A Turkish prison, to be exact. But
smuggling hash or something, and then
Oh my gosh, wow. But anyway, he was over there, Fred Durst. He wasn't smuggling hash, but he was obviously trying to play a gig. And I'll be doggone, he's sitting there playing, and some unauthorized drone starts creeping up on him, slowly creeping up, and he pulling it forward. Yeah, come on. As soon as it got close enough, bam, he whacked it with the mic and sent it flying. But there you go. There's technology going to really cause a problem, because just imagine if that drone had, because apparently it was an unauthorized, the This was a
Oh, I'm sure.
festival,
Yeah,
and the promoters or whatever did this was unauthorized totally, which is there. Boy, what a I I can only imagine the problem. What if you got 20 guys who want to cause shit with drones out there, 20 troublemakers, each got a
Right.
drone on a different thing, a different frequency. I mean, this could cause real problems. So what if you had 10 pounds of high explosive? Really, gosh, Doc, this could be, geez, wow, man, technology. Here we go. Because
How do you get a drone in there? I mean, that's not like a small object. I mean,
well, well, it was it was this big. It was this big. the
it's not
drone.
like small enough where you can smuggle it in under your T-shirt or
No,
something.
they're outside the stadium. They don't got to be in the stadium.
I
They got a
suppose.
camera on the drone. That thing can
Yeah,
go
yeah.
for a mile. That's what
Yeah,
I
I
mean.
suppose, yeah.
They're outside the stadium with the camera. Oh man, this is really really problematic. And Jiminy Creepers, man, he had every right to swat that sucker down. I don't know. Do they jam the frequencies at these stadiums now so that they can't operate drones, which
Oh,
might
there you
screw up
go.
all the telephones and stuff. But I'm
See,
sure
now
they
you're thinking,
got
man. Now you're
frequency
thinking.
jam.
There you
Well,
go.
you got to have frequency
right.
jammers because I'm sure them drones have
Right.
to work on a certain frequency a band, and you just during the concert you just sorry can't use those certain bands here. We're gonna jam them because you're gonna have to do something because there's idiots out there. There's monstrous people out there, you know. And
Oh yeah, you could bring in some kind of biohazard agent. So just bring in some anthrax and just spread it around 30,000 people or whatever. Yeah.
did you say manthrax? I thought you said
No, I
manthrax.
said
Oh, I thought you said
anthrax.
manthrax. It's like, wow, is that something new? Manthrax. Ooh, yeah.
No, there's something there, man.
You never know, man. Somebody's working on something somewhere. So, but yeah, I see this to be a real continuing problem, and they're gonna have to come up with solution. I just gave them the solution, so you're welcome. I won't even charge you for it.
Either that or attack crows. You can
Oh,
train
yeah.
crows to attack stuff like that.
Oh.
I'm just saying, it's an option. Might be
Well,
worth looking into.
Well, when technology impedes, you always turn to Mother Nature, Doc. That's
Right.
classic. Or some ospreys or something you can train.
Right.
Crows
Yeah.
are great. You don't want to piss
Yeah.
crows off. I found
no.
that out. You don't want to
They'll
piss
remember you,
crows off.
man.
They'll remember
They
you,
hold a
and their
grudge, yep,
offspring.
yep.
Their offspring will remember you. Yeah, I probably told you about this when it was between first and fifth grade. I was in a Catholic grade school, and old Father Lennon had a pet crow, Charlie. Oh yeah, it would pick up coins and everything and metal objects, all that stuff. But he didn't piss him off. And one day he a student standing next to me in line looked up while we were getting ready to go back into school. He looked up and old Charlie put one right on the old noggin right here. The good old crapola right on Steve's forehead. Right now, it was great. Charlie. So yeah, Steve must have pissed Charlie off. You don't want to piss crows off. So
No, they remember that
that's
shit,
a good
man.
call they they're gonna if they can't jam it, yeah, start up a company that has trained crows or something that'll go after these drones.
Dude, you could use that for like riot control and shit, man. What are you gonna do when you got a bunch of crows coming at you, man?
Yeah, like the
What do you
movie
do
The Birds.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Yeah. I'm
Dude, they
gonna
work
call-
for free.
I'll
All you
call-
gotta do is just get the bird feed. That's all you need. Shit.
I'll
That's-
call Tippi
yeah.
Hendren. Ooh, yeah. She was great in The Birds. Loved
Mother
her.
to
Gwyneth Paltrow. No?
no.
Oh, who?
I think Melanie Griffith.
I think
Pretty
you're
sure.
correct. You're right.
Yes.
Doesn't look anything like her though. Oh, you're probably you're right. You're right. Yeah, geez, I don't know. All I know is Gwyneth Paltrow had a goofy candle out at some point. Jeez, what's wrong with these people? Remember that? Never
Oh, yeah.
mind. You do okay. Yeah, what's wrong with these goofy people? But yeah, Fred Durst. I'm sure this won't be the first time. Because the people are nuts. People have got.
Well, if you
nuts.
remember, we reported this way early in the show, so it's been like 3 years ago. But Enrique Iglesias the pop guy, the
right.
the Spanish heartthrob guy or whatever.
Uh-huh.
He had an incident where he swatted at it and cut his hand open, sliced his hand open on the thing,
Wow.
and was doing the show, and there's just blood just streaming down on his hand.
Oh,
There.
that's hard
But,
rock there. Yeah, that's
so-
metal as hell. I love you, sweetheart. Ah, my blood's
I
going
bleed
off
for
of
you.
my blood streams to the floor. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that we won't be hearing the last of problems with drones at things like this. You just can't let it happen. So either jam it.
There's
Or
this
train
reminds me
curve.
on the show Portlandia. There's a bit where they it's a business that rents out drones to go to festivals, so you can sit at home and it's like you're attending the festival, just zooming around and watching the stuff. So
That sounds like Portlandia. What a nutcase that show is.
Right.
Oh, man. That's all I could take for one day, man. It was a rough week. I'm still recouped. I'm almost there, though. Gosh, I really slept late this morning, so that felt good. That's the thing is, Doc, on a night of a gig, I can't sleep worth a damn because my body's totally blasted out, but my mind's going 250 miles an hour,
Oh yeah.
Gosh almighty. And then the second night, it's like, oh, yeah, bam, totally gone. But very cool. What a bunch of nutty rock stars we got here, Doc. Jiminy Creepers. Who knows what's going to keep going on? I wish Pete Townsend would just retire at this point. I've got one of his solo albums where he's basically
I've got 3 of his solo albums.
Meher Baba. Which one? Meher Baba.
Oh, you had the very first one, yeah, like he did back, in the 70s, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that one I got, where he's standing.
I got the Empty Glass. All the Best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes, and what's the other one? White City, I think is the name of it. So
All the Best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes.
Yeah, that's a great album title. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh, what was the movie? The movie I saw, Journey to the Center of the Earth, the original one from like 1960, whatever.
Right.
What a great movie. And there we go. They got all these natives or whatever you call them. And you can tell it's just a bunch of white guys with dark face paint on.
It's back in the 60s. Yeah, the old Jules Verne classic. Yeah.
Oh man, that's so funny. Hollywood was so whack back then, man. Jiminy Creepers. I gotta stop or I'll talk all day. Thanks a lot, folks, for stopping by. Oh man, it's just been crazy. But in any case, we'll see what happens this coming week because everybody's out of their freaking mind anymore, and it sure is fun talking about it. So we'll see you next week, and why don't you take us home there, Doc?
Yeah, fun show this week. Nothing too serious or earth-shattering, but fun to talk about nonetheless. And as you said, we'll see what comes up next week. And thanks again for stopping by. We really do appreciate it. And glad somebody's doing it. So we'll do it again next Monday. Hope you're here too. So until then, have a great rock and roll filled week, everybody.